Hello, hello, hello. I'm here. It's Friday, TGIF. I am Terry, and I'm in the greenhouse. No, I'm not in the greenhouse. Well, I'm out with my orchids. I will be in the greenhouse, most likely. But things are really dry, and it is Friday. My Venosa's still out here, and you can see those newly mounted trichocentrums that I really need to give them a drink. And I have my drink right here, and I found another piece right there. So with this, what I think I can do is, well, I don't see it now, but here's some sphagnum moss, and I'm just gonna sit that there in that tray, and I'm just gonna start watering because it is very, very dry, and that's not what I wanted on. I wanted on a mist. They can handle that. Not really a mist, more like a fine spray. If they were in South Africa, Madagascar, Comoros, I bet that rain and wind just whips them around. Good thing they've got these big, thick roots. But it is dry, 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 dry. And I need to water. You can see that spike right there developing. And I gotta water for those spikes. And this is just a hose. I thought it was supposed to rain today, but we haven't had any yet. Making sure all of my trichocentrums, you know what, I need to just start down here. Nylon, cords, caught. Let me unwrap the hose first. All right. Need to move this over here. And these are some more ceilings that are Allen Black. You can see they are off the wall, Spence's spots, Florida Suncoast times Bino Dosa. And this is my tortilla, Dendrobium tortilla. And there's those, move these. Those trichocentrums that are in dire need of moisture. Even this one up here, but especially these two. I'm really afraid now that I should just really sit those in water. There's my project plant up here. Making sure everything inside the outer layer and up above and up above. And make sure I get over there and up inside that pot. And I want to get up there. You see there's my anosmum way up there. Or I think that's it's not an anosmum, it's a cross. It's Nestor. But yeah, give my Venosa a drink. It is recovering, you see. And here's my newly potted up Angraecum white stars that I just took off of that dead sucker. But hopefully these will do okay and make it through. I'm gonna water them really well. You can see those roots are turning green. You wanna water them like a Vanda. So that's that. That will be in the garbage. And keep watering. This is my Alexandri, putting up that new growth. They want to be kept moist, especially in hot water, hot weather. I mean, they like it more intermediate, honestly, but they like the sun. And here is my Epidendrum Schwartzianum, which is liking the newly increased sun and water. Still watering. Making sure I get above here all of these mounts. These plants are bare root in the mount. Here is my Gyrakiku, and there is another spike with a couple buds. Make sure I water that really well. Make sure I water my Trichocentrum back here really well. One of my pendulums, Dendrobium pendulum. And here's my other pendulum right here with the moss on it. Getting everything really nice and wet. There's my Ligophyllum that filled in really well this winter. And here's BLC Cashwalis. And my Trichocentrums up here, getting them nice and moist. Trichocentrums back. This one is my Stacy Eye. And then these two right here. Okay. And there's another Trichocentrum right here, Carthagensis, that actually bloomed in the spring. Put up that nice new growth. It's matured. And this is another Trichocentrum that's probably has got too much sun. They either like sun or shade, and this is kumquat. It's got nice roots, but pretty darn dry. I mean, it's got sunburn on it. That's what it is, not dry. So I should remove that. And doing some watering up here. Making sure this back here gets a lot of watering. What I found is, this is my Epidendrum colostylus. No, ciliare, Epidendrum ciliare, which is probably colostylus now. What I've noticed is when they are in growth, they like a lot of water. and light, and they're just in rock. And you can see the nice growths. Make sure I water up there, up above. And kind of backtrack. Making sure I go high up and get all the hanging stuff. That might be getting a bit too much sun too. You can see the sunburn. Okay, so this is where we started. There's my cuckolata. And so beautiful. Placata, perenniae. And here's flagellars coming on soon. Can't miss showing you Haikudan, which I show it to you a lot, but it is continuing to just showcase those beautiful spots and that more lemony, almost turning to fallish looking color. What else I got going on? My Parkinsonianum really pushing out strong growths and possibly roots as well. Look at those growths. Growth. I love it. Here's another colostylus attached to this ceramic mount, putting up a nice growth. Here is one of my chocolate drops that was only put on here last year, about a year ago, and it's putting out a new growth there, matured, that bigger growth, and then this growth that is at the base here. Anyway, let's go in here and keep on watering. And I'm going to make sure I water my bulbo. And this one, all my hanging, they need it. And the Pisces, they are greedy, love water. Okay, and give this a little bit. And that spike on my main Garuda. That's my spectabile. And here are these sorted Persavolas here. And Miltonia Phimatochilum and Dendrobium conico flowering. Second wave of flowers. This is my Phragmipedium grande. It actually isn't doing bad at all. I mean, it has put up at least a couple of babies, and it has continued to grow. I can see roots And it stayed outside all summer. So, surprise, surprise. And these were all just mounted in the spring. I think this is a Little Stars. One of these is a jalapa crossed with nodosa maybe. But my encyclias for the most part are in here. Moriana times Cordillera that I just put in here bare. And it has come out the bottom, as has this one, which is Ambigua. And you see I just mounted that in bare root. And it's got roots all outside the pot. So that, love that. Make sure these get some water. This is the division of my long florum, which is down there, the little one. And this is my leptotes that just finished blooming. And then this is, I believe this is mean, what's that? What's her name? My fantasy, actually. Brooke Shields, Christopher Atkins, Blue Lagoon. But it was, what else? What was that other movie that she was in? The movie that made her famous. And I can't think of it now. Well, besides the movie. And I can't think of it. But let's look on the tag. What does it say? Oh, that melting point. Well, that's not what I thought it was going to say. I thought it was, what does this tag say? What does that say? I can't even read it myself. That's an encyclia tag. So what I thought it was mean, Endless Love. That's what it is. Endless Love. You know, that was her first movie, Endless Love. Well, Blue Lagoon was the first movie, but Endless Love, I'd say. Although Blue Lagoon, she was scandalized. But that was Calvin Klein continuation. Calvin Klein Part 2. Anyway, these are all looking great, even though they have not, well, some of them have bloomed. This is my Dornicia that I'm keeping really moist before I put it back in. Recent, division that I got. Trying to keep it moist and shady, but getting a lot of, getting decent amount of sun and heat. This is my Tenifolia melon that has continually been growing all summer, putting up new growths and fattening up the old growths, but no blooms. There's my regular Tenifolia there. And there is my Silogeny multiflora that gave me 2 really nice growths. And there's the other back here that still has the sheath on it, no blooms. And here's my Acreopsis that's gonna give me, is that 5 spikes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, and they're branching off, so it will be multiple flowers. And here's my Schwannorchis junkifolia. That is either going to be a bloom spike or roots, so we'll see. And I am sweating pretty bad. I was gonna go in the greenhouse, but I think I'll just save that for tomorrow. I feel like I do too many videos. And so, I have a lot of content, but I don't want to be overexposed. If that can ever, well, we've already had that discussion, and you guys say just keep it coming. So I do as much as I can. So hopefully this is just not fluff. I hate fluff or filler. So what I do want to do, I need to do, is what I am going to do. The next video, I'm going to pull this out, put it on top of the, the hot tub. And then I'm going to begin to figure out display sort of arrangement, how what plants go well together. I'm going to cover that in a black sheet and then sort of do it at eye level so that I will be able to practice and figure out how I will arrange my display little by little, because the show is literally 1 week. And if I'm going to do it, I got to really plan on, can't just show up with plants. So let me get these plants really good because I love the way that they are all growing. You can see that cattleya right there, those big fat roots. And make sure I get the stick pippin, which has new growths coming up. Nice roots. And make sure I get my Jamelia and my Angraecum right here, the Florentulum. So, water that really well. And one more thing that I want to do is I need to go over here and make sure my Gongora gets water, because that is going to bloom really soon. It's really sensitive now to the maintaining of just even moisture. So it does look like it might rain. It's clouding up, but I'm going to help it along by giving it a drink. And I got that silly bug thing right there. You can't even water without it smoking. And these are those lovely Bianca stars. So dainty. So, yeah. We've already watered these plants over this way. Just want to give these over here a nice little spray. My Dockrilla here, the big one. And those Basavolas over there. Some of these hanging up here. There we go. And I really needed to water that for there, but I got it. Actually, I got it. So I got you. And I want to water that mounted. That bee right there. Alright, I think we are straight. Uh-oh, you're okay. And I like to go back of them as well, because there are roots on the backside and on the backside of the outside of the pot, and it just helps to make sure that they are evenly wet all around the media and inside of the pot, so that no side gets left out, because these are big pots. Okay, I think that should be good. So let me hang this guy back up. This deciduous orchid. And I wanted to show you this beautiful that this is recent, but the fragrance is amazing. It's Neo Phoenicia Falcata times Papiliente Torres. And it's that Spurs killer. Look at that. Here's my new Scuticaria. Soaking, getting some water that I got from Equicina, as is my Flickingeria. I think I'm gonna let it rest, take it out. But isn't that, well, it's showing the other way, but beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, and what else? I know what else. This is what else right here. Which is BLC Hawaiian Kaleidoscope Richard Mueller Hybrid Beauty. Anyway, I am going to get off of here. I'm not sure what the deal is. But thanks for watching, folks. Thanks for watching. Let me hang my Scuticaria up. And enjoy your orchids. TGI Friday. Bye.